Remember a while back when I did the review of the Parker Jotter Fountain Pen? And I said in the video that I didn't like there was a breather hole behind the clip. And a few people said, well, they always had the breather hole. And I was like, I don't think so. And it got me second guessing. And I was like, well, does it or does it not? And so I wanted to figure it out, but I had no clue where mine was. I knew I had one, maybe even two. And I wanted to check and figure out if I was right or wrong. Well, I couldn't find them. So just recently, the wife found one, and then I found one that I already had, and then we just picked up a sample. So I compared them, and I was right. So I have them right here in my little box of Parker treasures. Let's take a look inside. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Big Bad Brad from AB Rustic Relics, and welcome to the channel. Where are they? There's one. There's two. And there is three. A few of my Parker treasures. We got matches, pins, a little keychain, calculator, money clip. Let me know if you guys want to see all of what's in this box in a different video. But for now, we're going to stay focused on the vintage Parker Jotters. Parker Jotter Fountain Pens, that is. Let's get this out of the way. So we'll leave it right there. I think that'll make a nice little background for this. There's the old ones, and here is the new one. Let's compare them. First up, here is the modern Parker Jotter Fountain Pen that I just reviewed a few videos back. I'll leave a link down in the description. And as you can see, right behind the clip here, there's that breather hole I don't like. And I mentioned that I think the vintage ones had that. And I was correct. So first up, we're just going to kind of go through and compare each one to the modern version. And there's more differences besides just not having a breather hole. And we'll take a closer look at that. And I may ink these up at a future day, but today is more just about comparing the differences between the vintage and the modern. First up, we have the gold trim version, and you can see, move that out of the way, this doesn't have a breather hole. That's the gold trim version right there. I'll rotate that a little bit. Next is a plastic barreled version of this. Move this out of the way. Note, no breather hole anywhere on the cap. And that one was made in France, and the gold trim one I showed you was also made in France. Same with the modern version. And then lastly, we have the sample version right here, and this is sample on the barrel, and it's also chalked on the grip section. So this is a medium nib fountain pen, but we're going to go into those differences in a minute. But no breather hole as well on this vintage Parker Jotter. And these were also known as the Parker 15s. Right, on to the next differences. Notice the modern here has a domed cap, and this one has a dimpled cap. believe concave might be another word for it, but let's say dimpled. And so, yeah, those are different. This one actually is also concave like the other version here, but this one has a little chevron logo. Little chevron logo there for advertisement. And then the sample version is flat all the way across. Alright, next we're going to take a look at the nibs here. So we have the modern. That's what the modern nib looks like. This one is inked from when I reviewed it. Next, we're going to go into the gold trim. Notice the nib shape is very similar. This does not have this little metal rings here. And it does not say anything on the vintage one, just has the Parker logo right there. Modern one says Parker on the left, but the vintage one just has the vintage Parker logo. Next, we'll compare it with the plastic barrel. And as you can see, my plastic Parker Jotter here is also chalked still. Pretty cool, right? And that one has the same nib style as the previous, both mediums. And then we'll compare to the sample here, one with the flat top. Same nib style, logos in the same place. You can see these two have the same barrels. They're all very similar, but they all have their subtle differences. So the caps on those bad boys. Boom. 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 And boom. And then there they are. And there they all are posted. Not a bad bunch, right? Let me know which version is your favorite. Sorry I had to burst your bubble about the breather hole. This is how I roll and why they call me Big Bad Brad. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure to bang that bell notification and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate all your support, and we'll see you soon. Ciao, man.